Welcome to our Churchill High School baseball and softball here on KSOM. Jack McKee alongside here tonight as the Tigers battle the Wolverines in softball action here on a, like I said, absolutely almost perfect, a little weaky, but at least that kind of lessens some of the heat somewhat, Jack. And we have two good teams here tonight. Griswold-CAM 5-0, Nodaway Valley 3-2 on the season in a non-conference showdown.
Absolutely great teams. We're going to talk about Nodaway Valley, team that has improved very, very much coming off last year when they had a losing record already. Getting in the win column quite a bit with a good conference win yesterday against Lennox and then part of our conference, and Griswold-CAM coming off a great season as well. They just saw so much success there, and they're off to a great start being undefeated here. And this one, of course, being led by the likes of the Warlords and Courtney Freeman, as well as Ashton Dorsey. It's been a great squad here since they combined last year. And Nodaway Valley, they got some great athletes as well. Chris, should be a good one here.
Yeah, the eighth grader, Ellie Zener, picked up her first win of her career, and that happened last night for the Wolverines in a 13-4 thrashing of Lennox. And meanwhile, Eiley Whaler continues to be the workhorse for Griswold-CAM. She's only allowed one earned run all season long, but both of these pitchers are facing really good lineups.
You're right about, Chris. I think the fact that the question of whether this is going to be a pitcher's duel is kind of out of the question, Chris. I think you're going to see a lot of fireworks here tonight and a lot of hits out of the outfield.
We'll see what happens here this evening. These are two good softball teams. Nodaway Valley has really improved from last year. When they met a year ago, we were here for that in Griswold, and the Tigers stormed out to a big lead, and they never let go of the straddle there and eventually blew out the Wolverines. But Nodaway Valley's pitching was still a little inexperienced in Ella Boswell. She kind of ate up just about all the innings last year for Nodaway Valley. Now she's got some help with Zener, who's going to get the start here tonight. And Nodaway Valley's ERA has gone way down after it was like around 6 or 7 a year ago. It's now just above about 3.5 a year. So they have cut that ERA more than a half on this season. And I think that's the key. The one thing, though, that Ryan Zener, co-coach for the Wolverines, told me, he's like, they still have to improve their defense.
Improve their defense right about. You mean, I talk about that pitching. It's definitely one of the things they wanted to focus on improving here this season. But when you're going into a game against Griswold-CAM, it doesn't really matter how great you are at pitching. You know there's going to be a lot of offense at the hitters, and first is going to be about whether we can match that offense. I think it's going to be tonight, Chris.
We'll see what happens. It's Griswold-CAM against Nodaway Valley. And the starting lineups at opening pitch come up here on KSOM.
Number 12,
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands?
It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
National anthem here tonight in Greenfield as we get ready for tonight's softball contest between the Wolverines and the Tigers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Griswold-CAM as Ellie Ziener is the 8th grader. Here's the lineup she'll face as turned in by Tigers head coach Jody Russell. Carson Adams, a junior center fielder, will lead it off. Amanda Hauser, a junior shortstop, will bat second. Keely Kinney is a sophomore at second base. She'll hit third. Eiley Waylert, sophomore, is the starting pitcher in the cleanup spot. Courtney Fullman, junior catcher, will hit fifth. Ashton Dorsey, an 8th grader at third base, bats sixth. Braxton Gipple, a senior, is the designated player. She will be in the 7th spot and hit for Briley Steppen in left field. Daphne Waylert, a senior, is at first base. She will bat 8th. And Bristol Lyman is a junior, and she is in right field, and she will hit 9th. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Griswold Communications, by Wyman's CarQuest, and by Cumberland Telephone. And we're on YouTube tonight, powered by Nishdanet. Technically awesome.
Like what I saw there, Ziener's warm-up pitches. She's got a lot of great velocity, I'm seeing, and that's really important here for softball. The question is whether she can control it. She looked like she was controlling it pretty well there. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of her, especially with how young she is and how much experience she's yet to gain.
Her 5th appearance of the year, her 3rd start, no record at a 3.09 ERA. Opponents hitting .240 against her. And Carson Adams is ready to go on the left side of the plate. And the first pitch of the ball game is in there, called strike. And the first pitch is at 5:31. Nothing in one, the count to Carson Adams, hitting .364 with 2 RBIs on the season. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Didn't look like much conviction in that swing. Just kind of saw that ball was going to go over the plate, and I'll just kind of stay to it.
Nothing in 2, the count to Carson Adams for Griswold-CAM on a sunny night here at Nodaway Valley. And the 0-2 pitch misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Carson Adams, the leadoff hitter for Griswold-CAM. This is the 2nd year of the agreement between Griswold and CAM high schools. As Ziener misses inside and low, and it's even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nothing but sun here, a few harmless white clouds up in the air. And temperature here at game time is 80 degrees. A little bit of a fierce wind blowing across. And a strike down on the outside corner. Ziener found a spot there, just had a lot of great movement on it. And it froze Carson Adams on the outside corner. And what a lefty here on the top of the 1st inning.
Ziener had a really nice challenge. She was able to kind of experiment there with a bunch of challenge pitches that Adam saw. She did a good job going after it for a bit. The ball was right on the edge there. She had the swing on it. She's going to be confident here going to Hauser.
First pitch to Amanda Hauser's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Amanda hitting .417 with 6 RBIs on the season. Defensively behind Ziener, Addison Glade is in left field. Mandy Thompson in center. Caroline Brittner in right. A changeup is in the dirt low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hauser on the infield. Izzy Icebach at third. Taylor Lockery, the shortstop. Boswell at second base. Emma Boswell over at first. Chloe Ohms is the freshman catcher. And the 1-1 pitch to Amanda Hauser is in the dirt, blocked by Ohms. 2 balls and a strike now to Hauser. .417 average for Griswold. They're wearing blue jerseys with black sleeves, short sleeves, and gray pants and blue socks. And the 2-1 pitch. Change up and bouncer foul on the third base side, and the count evens.
Looked like some off speed there. Looks like she was kind of sitting fastball there. You got to hit it.
Yeah, the Wolverines are wearing white jerseys with purple pinstripe, purple pants. Wolverines and kind of the script with that kind of Dodger swipe.
Nice looking jerseys.
The 2-2. Numbers for strike three. And Zener has struck out the first two batters that she has faced. And 2 away for Keely Kinney.
Great start here. Great start here for the Greenfield. If you can send down the first three in order on the top of the first here, that's going to grow for confidence the rest of your start.
She is the coach's daughter and is a softball freak. Loves the game. That one just a bit inside, way behind Kinney. Actually, yes, it was behind her. It came behind her legs. And it's 1-2 strikes. Kinney hitting an even 500 with 3 RBIs on the season. Stats do not include their last game against Stanton. Here's a high pop fly hit into shallow right field. Branching towards the line is Britton as the wind pushes it a little bit. She is underneath it. Gravity prevails. She makes the catch, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down to a half inning. No score as Nodaway Valley coming to bat here on KSOM.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
No score bottom of the first as Eiley Wheeler takes the bump, or not the bump, that's baseball, the flat circle for Griswold-CAM. Madison Thompson will lead things off for the Wolverines. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one. The sophomore center fielder leads it off. Izzy Eisbach, senior third baseman, bats second. Emma Boswell, senior first baseman, will hit third. Chloe Ohms, freshman catcher, on the cleanup spot. Ella Boswell, sophomore first baseman, will hit fifth. That pitch inside, 1-1 the count to Thompson. Ellie Zener is the pitcher, an eighth grader, batting in the sixth spot. Taylor Lockery, sophomore shortstop, will hit seventh. Addison Glade, left fielder, junior, will hit eighth. Liner back up the plate, stabbed by Wheeler. She drops it, picks it back up, and throws to first in time to get Thompson. And there's one away here in the bottom of the first inning. Rounding out the lineup for the Wolverines, Caroline Britton, senior right fielder. She will be in the ninth position. So Izzy Eisbach will stand in now for the Wolverines, the all-time leading scorer in Nodaway Valley history for basketball. Going to Northwest Missouri State. First pitch is a riser high.
And track season as well, Chris.
Yeah, she qualified for track in a couple of different events, including the 1500, which was her best event. That's a little pop-up foul ground first base side. It was playable, but out of the reach of Fullman. 1 ball and 1 strike. The numbers on Willard, the sophomore, through the first 4 games, she started 3 of them, 3-0 record, although she did pitch the other night, so she's 4-0 technically. That one just missed low. 2 balls and a strike to Eisbach. Her ERA, I calculated it. It went from 0.43 to 0.34.
Oof.
Only 1 earned run on the season for Wheeler. And that's a slasher foul line drive shot by Eisbach at the first base side over the Nodaway Valley dugout.
Not even for baseball field, Chris. Looks like they're running a scrimmage of some sort back there.
Supposed to be playing, well, they're playing a game later on.
In my opinion.
2-2 pitch to Eisbach. Whoops, that slipped right up high. And the count is full to Izzy.
It's just one of those pitchers where, she's been a workhorse for this Griswold-CAM team. There's not many situations that she hasn't been in, so she's going to be very level-headed.
And the payoff pitch, and that's fouled towards the baseball diamond. And the count remains 4. Eisbach, 353 hitter, 3 RBIs on the season. 210 to straightaway center field. 180 down the lines here in Greenfield at the softball field, adjacent right next to the baseball field. Change up outside, floats away for ball 4. We have our first base runner of the game. No score, 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the first. We'll bring on Emma Boswell. She's hitting an even 500 on the year with 1 homer and 5 runs batted in. Tremendous power from the left side. She is the all-time leading rebounder in the history of girls basketball, 5-on-5, and a swing and a miss and a changeup by Waylard, and it's 0-1. Eiley Waylard still developing as a pitcher and coming along, and Jody Russell relies on her. That pitch, a fastball outside and low, 1 ball and 1 strike. She was going to be the pitcher for Cam, but when these two teams came together, they both had low numbers.
Yeah.
So they really kind of needed each other, and we'll see if that continues after this year. The 1-1 pitch, and that's slashed deep and foul on the left field side, and it's 1-2 now. It's weird that Cam didn't come together with Nodaway Valley because they share the same superintendent, although they have different Board of Educations. So, but you would think that maybe that would have, no, they went to Griswold, and that's worked out just fine. Thank you very much. The 1-2 pitch to Boswell. Swing, and there's a drive deep to left. Going back, and it is on. Sweet as well. Where's the opposite way to the 2-out home run or second of the year, and the Wolverines jump out to a 2-0 lead.
That just speaks to the power of Emma Boswell there. I mean, she saw that power ball there. She was late to it, but she got great contact off it. Did the exact same thing there pretty much there with that pitch. And just inside that foul line, Chris, and she just had the power to push it through.
That one just kept slicing and slicing. And the question was it going to be fair or foul? And despite the wind kind of blowing the opposite direction, that one it busted through the wind. It was a wind buster. It was hit so hard. And Chloe Holmes now the batter. And that's a good pitch by Eiley Wheeler to strike on the outside corner. And that's what she has to do. Come right back on the attack and forget about that one. She allowed more earned runs on that pitch than she had the previous games combined. The 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ohms, hitting .533 with 8 RBIs on the season. That just says how a great start it's been for Eiley. And a swing and miss for strike 2. She swung right over top of that drop ball from Wheeler. Ohms is an impressive-looking freshman who has become a key player for this Nodaway Valley team. Her average has gone way up. The 1-2, it floats in just a tad low. Ohms let it go, get high, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, great take there. That was right on the edge there. I would have swung at that one, Chris.
As would have I. Whaler checks her wristband for the sign, the 2-2 pitch, and that just missed outside. It did not miss by much. And the count is full to Ohms. The 2-run blast by Boswell here on the bottom of the first, and Nodaway Valley off to the lead. Now the payoff pitch to Ohms. And the swing, and a miss for strike 3. So Wheeler comes back, gets her first strikeout of the night, 2 away for Ella Boswell.
2. Second baseman, Ella Boswell.
Ella is Emma's younger sister, hitting .385 of the season with 5 RBIs, as she will go from the left side. Facing the righty Wheeler. And a swing for strike 1. Again, the bottom fell out of that one. That would have been ball 1. That was another great pitch by Wheeler. It's all about fooling the eye. You, as a pitcher, you want your release point to be the same on every single pitch. Otherwise, they call that tipping. The 0-1 pitch, a riser, to shoot, and into left for a base hit. That's a good piece of hitting by Boswell to just slap at it, and it just popped over the head of Hauser and bounced in for a 2-out single. That'll bring on Ellie Zener.
Good job well there. I mean, number 5 hitter, you've already put your runs on the scoreboard there, just keeping the inning going, and great piece of hitting there right over the shortstop.
First pitch on the top of the left side. Base hit.
Back hits for the Wolverines. Brings up.
Back to back 2-out singles by Boswell and Zener, both to left. Zener jumping on that first pitch by Willard. And that'll bring on Taylor Lockery. We're going to have a runner, I believe, here for Nodaway Valley.
And Zener. One comes in for Zener.
Valley, number 1,
Destiny Fry, a junior, will now run for the pitcher. She is the courtesy runner. You're allowed to run for the pitcher and catcher if they get aboard. And the first pitch now to Lockery. And there's a strike, a good off-speed pitch by Waylard on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Lockery hitting .571 with 4 RBIs on the season. Now this team, both these teams can swing the bat. The 0-1. And a strike that crosses the plate there. That crossed up Lockery, and it's 0-2. Another good pitch. It just kind of swept and dove right across the plate and settled on the outside corner. You had no idea where that was going to end up. The 2-strike pitch, it's in a riser. And Lockery is down on 3 straight pitches, and Wheeler gets out of the jam. But Emma Boswell gets the Wolverines on the board with a 2-run blast. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left aboard through 1 inning. It's Nodaway Valley 2 and Griswold-CAM nothing here on KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today, I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western help you achieve those goals. This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and all of our Iowa Western instructors are dedicated to your learning, growth, and advancement towards reaching your greatest potential. The Atlantic Center offers a wide variety of college credit coursework with small class sizes to maximize your experience and opportunity to excel. Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western Cass County Center to change your future today.
Nodaway Valley as we head to the top of the second. And Eiley Wheeler, the starting pitcher for the Tigers, will lead things off. Friday night, it'll be baseball action. I'll be going to Missouri Valley as Riverside will take on the Reds in a Western Iowa Conference showdown. Bulldogs trying to get their first win of the season. We'll see if they can do it in Mo Valley. That'll be a 7:30 first pitch Friday night. Audio only on KSOM. First pitch to Wheeler. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
23, pitcher Eiley Wheeler.
Wheeler hitting .545. The sophomore has 7 RBIs on the season. Still looking for her first home run. She's got tremendous power. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a riser. And it's 0-2. She separates her legs. And so I've seen this a lot in stances. Her left foot is not parallel with her right foot. She takes her left foot and takes it back about a half a step almost. And as the pitch is thrown, her heel comes up. That was a riser way high. 1-2 the count to Wheeler. So she just instantly reacts with that foot. She keeps her right foot sort of planted and it hardly moves. And her knees are twisted. Her left knee is twisted towards her right knee. The 1-2 pitch is outside. It's 2-2 to Wheeler. It's a unique stance. I've seen players they take that left foot and they have just a foot touching the dirt before the pitch is even thrown, barely touching the ground. And some batters will barely be in the box. 2-2, and it's deep down the line to the left. If it's fair, it's gone. No, it's foul, and it's not gone. It stays in foul territory.
Nestled up right there to the fence there, Chris. It was definitely close.
That one got caught up, I think, in the wind. Whereas Boswell, she hit hers a little bit farther fair, and then I think the wind pushed it, but it had enough juice on it to get out of the yard. That one just kind of died a little bit in the air. 2-2, the count to Whaler. And Zener the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to straightaway center. Diagnosed Thompson. And has to make a basket catch for out number one. She got fooled on that one, and luckily was able to come in and make the play. What a way for Courtney Foreman.
Yeah, Loretta was saying quick and not out bad too, but she stayed aggressive, which really impressed me there. She took that foul ball and almost out of here, and that one was well in play and got great contact off it, but just a bit too short to put her on base.
So here's the power hitter for Griswold-CAM. She swings at the first pitch and chops it foul for strike one. Foreman on Monday had a grand salami. That makes me hungry. And a 2-run home run to boot. Half of the cycle of home runs in one game for Foreman. 6 total RBIs. A changeup bounces in front of the plate inside. Almost hit Foreman's foot. 1-1 to Foreman, who's now hitting around 580 with 3 homers and 10 RBIs on the season.
Speaks to how deadly this Griswold-CAM batting order is. I mean, coming out of the number 5 spot with lineups like that.
And it just tore right off here. It just skidded right off the top of the mitt. And almost could have been caught, but Foreman just hit it so hard that it found its way through the runner. And the first hit of the game for the Tigers will bring on 8th grader Ashton Dorsey. And she takes the first pitch high and outside for ball one.
Yeah, there's a lot of reaction time there at third, but her glove might have been just a little bit too low there. And Courtney had the velocity enough to just have it kind of roll out of it.
Dorsey hitting .667 with 9 RBIs on the year. And a riser foul back to the screen. And it's now 1-1 from Ellie Zener. 2-0, Nodaway Valley with the lead. 1 out, 1 on here on the top of the second. This Griswold-CAM team has usually been one of those ball clubs that have gotten to the 20-win mark the last 5 years or so. The 1-1 pitch, and there's the ice purchase and good liner from and Foreman was caught off first on the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second, and it's 2-0 Nodaway Valley here on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master.
The bottom of the second inning. What a gorgeous night for softball.
Yeah, not too many clouds in the sky, but yeah, beautiful. It's a beautiful field here, too, on that Greenfield.
Harrison Glade looks to show bunt, takes the strike on the outside corner. 0-1. 8-9 on top of the order for Nodaway Valley. Glade hitting .400 with 5 RBIs on the season from the right side against Whaler. And the 0-1. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Didn't even show bunt that time. And that, again, had some great movement. It looked like it was starting to the inside. and just floated right over to the outside portion of the plate. And now the 0-2. And a Reinster off speed outside. 1-2 now to Glade.
You can't slow down here for Nodaway Valley. You know that Griswold-CAM, that offense, it's going to start rolling here soon. It's been a great start. But the important part is just trying to keep getting runs on that board.
The 1-2 pitch. She's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Caroline Britton.
Well, that'll bring on Caroline Britton. Might be a bunting situation here for the Wolverines. The 9-hitter, although she is hitting 300. She has had injury problems throughout her high school career. She has braces on both knees. And a breaking ball is in there for a called strike from Whaler. But you got to give her credit for wanting to play with her teammates here her senior year, coming out and playing. And you just hope that she lasts through the entire season with no bumps and bruises, you know. The inside pitch by Wheeler bounces in the dirt. Good stop by Fulman. It's even now to Britton. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glade is the runner at second on a looping base hit to right. And the 1-1. Well, that got away from Wheeler. Way high and outside. She missed badly with it. 2-1 to Britton.
Courtney's got a light behind the plate as well as for Nodaway Valley. This backstop really small. I'm right about 10 feet away from Courtney here behind the fence, so not going to be much room to let balls get away.
This for strike 2. The bottom fell out of that one. Good pitch by Willard. Full Britton, and we're even. You know, this game, in the grand scheme of things, teams sort of don't emphasize non-conference games, but you're allowed to play 21 or so. 2-2, and she chops that one foul. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. It fouls back to the screen right in front of us. But we're okay because we're protected by a very sturdy metal chain link fence.
Thank goodness.
2-2 still to Britton. I think games like these are important. I think you have to play good competition. I went Wowzers for a clean 3rd strike. Wowzers, what a pitch. 3rd strikeout for Whaler. Glade still at second, one away, top of the lineup, and Madison Thompson.
Trying to get something in play here. Sacrifice definitely in play. So something in the outfield will definitely bump that one up.
Thompson bounced right back to the pitcher her first time up. She shows punt, takes one high. 1 ball, no strike. She hit a little soft liner. The middle Whaler couldn't hold on, but she had time to pick it up and throw out the speedy Thompson.
You saw fast Ashton Dorsey at 3rd and Daphne Ward at 1st. Craig up there to the plate to anticipate that bunt.
The 1-0 pitch. Whaler misses outside and falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. It's important. And, you know, Griswold-CAM, they need to face good competition. The corner conference does not have as many strong teams in it as some of the others. They still have a game with Fremont Mills. Those are the 2 better teams. The 2-0 pitch is outside. 3-0 to count to Thompson.
Look later in their schedule, I believe they do have West Monona scheduled in their regular season. The team knocked them out in the regional semifinals, I believe it was.
Yeah, but they've thrashed East Mills 24-0. They beat Bedford 17-0. There's a called strike.
Close game with Earlham.
Yeah, and that was a non-conference game. They're in the West Central, and Earlham is a traditional power. They're a little bit down this year. 3-1 the count to Thompson. 2-0, Nodaway Valley with the lead. Runner at second, 1 out. And the 3-1 pitch. And just missing outside. And Thompson actually looked back at the umpire and said, what was that? Was that ball? So is that a strike, sir? And I don't think she said that, but she was waiting. And it was rolled ball 4. Second walk allowed by Wheeler. So 2 on, 1 out, and here's Eisbach.
Can't forget the Nodaway Valley, a team that scored 31 runs to start off the season against Southwest Valley. Goodness.
Swing, and that's the line into center field. Facing to Eisbach. Reed is running third. Here comes the third. It's cut off. And Eisbach. Oh, she went to second base, and now she's caught her in down because Thompson stayed at second. Now Thompson, in there between second and third. She goes back to second, and she is out. Iceberg retreats to think they call her safe. They call her safe, and so all the Wolverines are allowed a base-running mistake by Iceberg. But they survive, and it's 3-0 Wolverines. So Glade scores easily. Icebox, she was leading to second base. First pitch to Emma Boswell is outside for ball one. She thought Thompson was going to third, but she had stopped at second. So then Izzy retreated to first, and that started the rundown galore. And a great job by Thompson to get back to second. And when they applied a tag on her, that allowed Izzy to get back to first.
Yeah, interesting chain of events. That was a smart play there by Thompson. She parked at second, but when she saw Izzy Eisbach in trouble there from first to second, she just wanted to kind of cause confusion within that defense and cause kind of multiple things to happen at once.
The 1-0 pitch was outside. The 2-0 was outside and low, and it's 3-0 to count to Boswell, who hit the 2-run homer in the first, and she's up with 2 on and 1 out here in the second. And the Wolverines trying to add to their 3-0 lead. And now the 3-0 pitch. It is taken down the middle for a called strike.
Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to swing at that, but I'm not fond of this situation here for Iowa Wheeler. It's a good batter's count here, and you're pitching to the person that went yard on the last inning.
The hitter's count for Boswell from the left side. And Wheeler, the 3-1. Change up. She got a piece of it, rolls it down the line. Fire. Well, Wheeler came in, tried to scoop it, but couldn't get there in time. The ball was rolling in fair territory at first, but it was taking a little turn, and it eventually rolled to the right of the chalk line.
Yeah, kind of a lucky break there for Daphne Ward at first. If she charged it more, I think she would have had a chance to nab it before it went foul. It might have gotten out.
The payout pitch, and that is swung on and skied way foul. Up and away and out of play on the third base sign. The Nodaway Valley dugout on the first base side, Griswold-CAM, first base side, yes, third base side, Griswold-CAM. There's like some flat grass behind the dugout and then a little slope that goes up towards the level where the school is built. The payout pitch, a 5-tip Coltman can't hold on. Coleman just could not squeeze the letter and hold the ball, and it's a foul ball for Boswell. She stays alive. Thompson at second, his eyes pocket first, 1 out, and again the payout pitch. It's for strike 3. What a pitch by Wheeler. She went inside and handcuffed Emma Boswell there. First strikeout for Wheeler. Big out, 2 away, 4 homes.
Yeah, big out indeed. That's going to take that sacrifice away. Play's going to be at first here. Don't have to worry too much about that runner at second unless it's going to be something in the ground.
And the first pitch is a dive ball swing and miss for strike 1. Holmes struck out her first time up. And also for Nodaway Valley to see teams and pitchers like Eiley Whaler, they need to see tough competition as well. Although the Pride of Iowa's got some good teams in it. They
lost a Mount Air.
One pitch is outside and high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Mount Air is solid.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Well, the West Central Valley is in the West Central Conference. They lost to them 10-1, but the heart of their schedule is yet to come. Swing and a miss for strike 2. If I'm Whaler, I'd just keep throwing that drop ball. Wayne is ranked. Southeast Warren is ranked. Martinsdale St. Mary's. They're all ranked. I think Wayne is ranked like 3 or 4. New rankings will come out tomorrow. The pitch, and about to the first. She turned around, picked the ball up, and all she had to do was step on the base, but she tagged out Ohms and gets the out the hard way, and that retires the side. But the Wolverines score 1 run, 2 hits, there was an error, and 2 left aboard through 2 complete. It is Nodaway Valley 3 and Griswold-CAM nothing here on KSOM.
When it's time to take care of land the right way, experience matters. Harrison Hoyk Excavation provides dependable excavation services that you can trust and now offers certified abandoned well plugging. If you have an unused or abandoned well, Harrison Hoyk Excavation is county certified, and there might be cost share funds available through your county environmental health office to help cover most of the cost. Protect your land, your water, and your investment. Call Harrison Hoyk Excavation, doing the job right from the ground up.
Griswold Communications is celebrating 80 years. 80 years of evolving into the reliable fiber telecommunications services we offer today. 80 years of being a member-owned local company with high-quality customer service. Follow Griswold Communications on Facebook to earn chances at giveaways and have some fun along the way. Thank you for your continued support and allowing us to continue investing in our network and community.
High school softball on KSOM. 3-0 is the score. As Nodaway Valley, hi, how are you? Scooby-Doo. I was trying to go, all of a sudden a little kid comes up in a Scooby-Doo t-shirt, and he starts touching my arm. I don't know, he was petting me. I don't know, I've never been touched before.
Well, that was kind of cool. What a nice little kid.
I need to do my Scooby-Doo imitation. Braxton Gipple will lead things off for Griswold-CAM. It's 3-0 Wolverines. As we go to the top of the third, the first pitch from Ellie Zener is a fastball low for ball one. Gipple hitting .545 with 4 RBIs on the season. That was random. As for strike one, I was just doing my thing over here, talking, and all of a sudden a little kid comes up and he touches my arm, and he has a big smile. He's a Scooby-Doo t-shirt on. And Elijah swing and there's for strike two. And it's 1-2 to Gipple, a senior hitting .545 with 4 RBIs on the season. I don't remember her from last year for the Tigers. She bats from the left side. So far, Zener has faced the first 6 hitters. Did get a base hit, give up a base hit, retired on a double play. That's fouled back out of play. Look out. Fouls kind of at the base of the hill. And it's still 1-2 to Gipple.
Talked a bit about that tough Iowa conference that the Nodaway Valley is playing in, but you talk about just the offensive production that they've seen early in this season. And if they keep that up, Chris, I think without a doubt, you're looking at one of the top teams in that conference.
And the 1-2 pitch now to Gipple. And a riser foul back to the screen. Gipple just gets a piece to stay alive. And it remains 1-2. The corner conference is obviously it's going to be between Griswold-CAM and Fremont Mills, yeah. Pride of Iowa, Nodaway Valley, like you say, trying to stay in that upper tier. But Kings Up just floats a little outside. It's even now to Gipple at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But like Nodaway Valley last year, they won a few ball games right at the start of the season, and once they got in the heart of the schedule, they lost like 10 in a row. 2-2 pitch, and that is tomahawked and skied to left field, ranging over his Glade, and she gets there with a glove high over her head and makes the catch for out number 1. Good play by Glade and left to hang with it. Battle the wind, 1 away for Daphne Whaler.
A good piece of contact for her, but ended up right in the glove there to left field. I've seen a lot of hitters go the opposite way, it looks like here, Chris. Not sure kind of what their reasoning for that is, but they're still getting good contact off it.
A check swing comes out like the shoestring catch. It bounces right at her feet, and it's in there for a 1-out hit. So Whaler is aboard. It was kind of like a check swing, excuse me swing, and the ball just simply hit the bat, and she had enough power on it that she fought it into left field.
Yeah, and good velo on it, and good exit velo, good left, and kind of a tough play out there in left field. It kind of ended up right No, it's a good question of whether you let it bounce or try to go for that catch.
And the first pitch to Bristol Wyman squirts away from the catcher Holmes and back to the screen. And Daftawayler takes second on the wild pitch. Wyman hitting .250 with a couple of RBIs. 3-0 Nodaway Valley with the lead. And the 1-0 offering from Zener and a fastball low. 2-0 out of Wyman. Well, it's Carson Adams at the top of the lineup after this. And Zener is falling behind the number 2 hitter. Number 9 hitter, I should say. The 2-0 offering. Changeup floats inside and just low. Good eye by Wyman there. 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, it's so important when you're facing the bottom part of the lineup to throw strikes. The 3-0, that's right down the middle for a called strike. 3-1. Too many times I've seen pitchers just pitch around the bottom part of that lineup.
Yeah.
And you have to be aggressive and attack. They're down there for a reason. Yeah, they can get hits, but a riser is high, ball 4. And she walks Wyman on 5 pitches. And now first and second is the best threat so far for the Tigers. Top of the lineup, and Carson Adams.
Yeah, really good at bat there from the bottom of the order there. If you would have gotten a strikeout for 2 outs as you go to the top of the order, you would have felt much more confident if you were Zener in the circle. But you got Carson Adams here, top of the order here with only 1 out and 1 on second. They can definitely make things happen here.
First pitch to Carson Adams is in the dirt for ball 1. We'll see if Griswold-CAM has learned after watching Zener for the last couple of innings. Have they been able to pick something out and make some adjustments? Adams struck out looking her first time up. First and second, 1 out. The 1-0 riser and a little squibber foul on the right of home plate. And it's even at a ball at a strike. Adams only has a couple of RBIs on the year, but she is very capable, a .364 hitter. Griswold-CAM, they have the ability to get their hits in bunches. The 1-1 from Zener. Swing and foul back to the screen.
Got to mention that discipline, too, by Carson Adams. Leads the team in walks. That's also something you really look for, especially in a leadoff hitter.
1-2 now to Adams. Daftawayler at second. Bristol Wyman over at first for the Tigers. And the 1-2. Unimpressive outline. Adams checked her swing, did not go around, and it's even at 2-2. Our Scooby-Doo friend is getting dirty. He's spreading dirt all over the place. The 2-2 pitch to Adams. Change up, swing and miss for strike 3. What a good pitch by Zener. Took something off of it. It went right over the heart of the plate. And Adams mistimed it. The third strikeout for Zener. 2 away, and here's Amanda Hauser. Still 3-0, Nodaway Valley with the lead. And the first pitch. And a riser, fast one way high.
Griswold, number 11.
And Holmes has to stand up to snare it. 1 ball and no strikes to Hauser. She struck out her first time up. A .417 hitter. First and second for the Tigers. They trail by 3. And the 1-0. And a fastball outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes to Hauser. Amanda, also a multiple sport athlete for Griswold-CAM, key basketball player. Change up, pop, and that'll get over the screen on the third base side. Almost hit the light pole. 2-1 now to Hauser. We won't need the light pole, I think, here tonight.
Hopefully we're going to get some extra innings here.
Yeah, I might have changed it. You're never supposed to talk about the time of the game. The worst thing you can say is, this game is moving right along. The 2-1. And that's in the turn. It squirts away. The runners will move up on the wild pitch. Daftawayler down to third. Wyman to second. Second wild pitch of the inning for Zener. And it's 3 balls and a strike now to Hauser.
Yeah, it's a tough job to be behind that plate there. Anything that squirts away like that, especially in softball where the base is a lot closer, runners are going to feel a lot more confident trying to go for that next base.
Our Scooby-Doo friend is building a mound of dirt. was Skeeter. And the player was Griswold. It's Johnny on the spot. Half the winner comes in, and the Tigers are on the board.
To second base.
And as arms came back, she slid. And we know the one thing that can get through the chain link fence is dirt, because it hit me right on my knee. But I'm okay. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Well, Hauser is aboard on a walk, and that'll bring on Keely Kinney, and she fouls the first pitch back for strike one. And that is the second walk of the inning and the game for Zener. Nodaway Valley worried about their defense. So if Griswold-CAM, they're going to take this, but they need to find a way to put the ball in play. The 0-1, chop foul. And it's 0-2 to Kinney, who is 0 for 1. She flied to right her first time up. A wild single by Whaler. And she moved around the diamond on 3 wild pitches. First and third. I'm surprised that Hauser is still at first. Zener, the 8th grader, trying to regroup here, taking some time. Now she gets the sign and the 2-strike pitch. Swing, there's a strike, center, and it's in for extra bases. Griswold running third, and she will score. It's on the right field by Keely Kinney, and she ties the game at 3. Don't need anybody running. And that was a first ball so far for Griswold-CAM, and Kinney made Zener pay for the walks and wild pitches. She drives it in the alley of left center.
Got stepping there on not a most dominant count, but she wasn't really looking to just focus on that discipline. She really wanted to get something to swing on and clear those bases, and it's exactly what she got, Chris.
First pitch to Eiley Wheeler is a swing and a miss for strike one. Eiley is 0 for 1. She flied to center her first time up. And the 0-1 offering to Wheeler. Swing, and it's fouled back, way out of play. And Zener gets ahead 0-2. Wheeler 0 for 1. She flied to center her first time up on a ball that Thompson almost misjudged, but at the last instant came in. I feel like I could almost taste some of that dirt. Because some of it's blowing around. Doesn't taste good, dirt. The 0-2 pitch is low. I was in a mighty fight driving here because the road between...
Yeah,
they're working on a bridge, so they had a detour. And I don't like driving on gravel roads. The 1-2 pitch, that squirts in the dirt and gets back to the screen. And taking third on another wild pitch is Kinney. And that is the 4th wild pitch of the inning by Zener. 2 balls and 2 strikes that count to Whaler. I suddenly looked down at my speedometer, and I'm not going to tell you what it was because I'm going to take the 5th and do not incriminate myself. But it was a little too fast. And I felt a wobble or two as the 2-2 pitch was fouled back to the screen.
I'll show you the paved detour after this game is over, Chris.
Okay. Yeah. You're a little bit more familiar with the area than I am.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I've been here to Greenfield multiple times. Yeah, but I take the same route every time. I don't go. I know there's like 10 other ways to go. The 2-2 offering to Whaler. Oh, she held out. That time on a pitch outside. That one had movement on it, and Eiley was flinching.
That's a good challenge pitch right there. I wouldn't be disappointed at all if I was Zener and where that ended up. Just great discipline there by Whaler.
The count is full now to Eiley Whaler, the payoff. And that's in the third ball forward. Good block by Holmes. So Kinney stays at third. That's the 3rd walk of the inning by Zener. Runners on the corners. Courtney Foreman now the batter. We're going to get a runner for Eiley. Yes, we will. And we will have to look at our steady roster, and it's Taylor Foreman.
Younger sister of Courtney, up to that.
Yeah, she's an 8th grader. She'll be at first. So Foreman on the base. Foreman at the plate. Kinney at third. 3-3 tie. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Dangerous right-handed hitter who singled her last time up. And the first pitch a little high for ball 1.
Space 6, Taylor Fulton.
Foreman, boy, she went 3 for 4 on Monday against Stanton. 21-2 game. 6 total RBIs. I've seen that pitch is a strikeout that knees, 1-1. I have seen a player, I forget whether it was baseball or softball, hit 3 home runs in one game, and it was a grand slam. I think it was a 3-run home run and a solo home run. Almost, there's a strike at the outside corner. Good pitch by Zener. But I've never seen, like, the ultimate cycle of home runs. 4 home runs in one game. 1-2 the count to Foreman. That would be an achievement. Runners on the corners. I'm surprised that Taylor Foreman hasn't took off. The pitch to Courtney is fouled back out of play. Normally a runner at first gets there and they immediately take off to force a throw. But Griswold-CAM has not done that. Maybe they don't want to take the bat out of Courtney Foreman's hands. Very possible with first base open, they could just put her on.
Definitely.
1-2 the pitch. It's in the dirt. Now Taylor takes off. It's low. No chance for any kind of play. Another wild pitch. Although I think Foreman took off there, so I got to give her a stolen base. I think she was moving. 2-2 to Courtney Foreman. Taylor Foreman at second. Keeney at third. 3-3. Way up high. And the count is full to Foreman. Well, the runners won't be moving. First base is open here. Ashton Dorsey, an 8th grader, is on deck. Tigers trying to keep it going. 3 runs already in. The payoff. Swing popped up the back, and is that going to
maybe.
Nope. Went over the press box. And we're pressed, but we're not in the box.
I've seen 2 grand slams in a game, Chris. I had to say that.
Oh, 2 grand slams in one game? I don't think I've seen that.
Chase Speaker, 2024 against Weaver.
Chase Speaker of CAM. The count is full here to Courtney Foreman with second and third. The pitch. And Steve that's a 2-1 and Griswold-CAM takes a 5-3 lead. I don't know if it could be a double or single. I think.
I feel like, yeah. She was looking at 2 way before that wild throw.
I think we'll give her a double.
Yeah.
And then the throw got away, so you have to give an error.
Yeah.
On the throw home from left fielder Glade. And if the throw had just been stopped by the catcher Ohms, there would have been no error. But because it got away to the screen, that allows Courtney Foreman to take third on the play. She doesn't get a triple, but she was 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs, and now she's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs tonight. And Griswold-CAM has put a 5 spot on the board the second time through the lineup. So I mentioned earlier when Carson Adams was at the plate, have the Tigers been paying attention, and they have been able to take some good pitches, and Kinney and Foreman, along with Daphne there, have got some key hits. So here's Ashton Dorsey, the 9th batter of the inning for the Tigers. 5 runs already in for Griswold-CAM. And the first pitch, that's in the dirt. That's good. And here comes Queen. She scores easily. Another wild pitch by Zener, at 6-3 Tigers. That is the 5th wild pitch of the inning for Zener. And you give 5 extra bases, you're playing with fire. 1 ball and no strikes, bases empty to Dorsey in a swing, a little grounder foul on the first base side, and it's even at 1-1. Zener had just been looking great. They got a double play and a liner to Eisbach to end the second. That erased a base hit by Courtney Foreman. But most of these runs have come with 2 outs. The last 4 batters have all reached after Carson Adams struck out. The 1-1 pitch misses. 2-1 now to Dorsey. Hauser a walk, a double by Kinney, a walk to Waylert, and now a double by Foreman. 2-1. The count now to Dorsey. Pitch, and she lines that one hard down the line and left it at third. Goodness. Give her a catch. Pressing blade in foul territory. And that retires the side. But the damage done, 6 runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, 4 wild pitches, 1 error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's now 6-3 Griswold-CAM here on KSOM.
Who can you trust to treat you fair and get you back on the road? J.D. Wyman Service on Main Street in Griswold. Big repairs or general maintenance. Trust J.D. Wyman Service to get you on the road fairly. You're a certified auto do-it-yourselfer. You like the smell of grease, and that's why when it comes to parts, you buy them at Wyman's CarQuest on Main Street in Griswold. Because you care about what you put in your vehicles. Trust the tires, parts, and tools from Wyman's CarQuest in Griswold.
Cumberland Telephone Company is a full-service telephone company that offers fiber to the homes in the Cumberland area, the towns of Bridgewater and Fontenelle, and southwest Adair County. They offer local and long-distance and internet services. Cumberland Telephone Company strives to constantly provide the best services for their customers. Visit CumberlandTelephone.com or give them a call at 712-774-2221. Cumberland Telephone Company, a proud sponsor of Camp.
And the first pitch to Ella Boswell. She smacks at the second, fielded by Kinney. Goes to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. For the third, 6-3 Griswold-CAM with the lead. And Ellie Zener will bat for the Wolverines. Swings at the first pitch, and that's a fly ball into shallow right towards the line. The one pushing it further towards the line, but Wyman comes over and able to hold on for out number 2.
Valley brings up shortstop number 4, Taylor.
That wind was really pushing it right.
Yeah, you saw it. It was really going to the right there.
Exactly, and shallow too, but Wyman was playing shallow. So 2 pitches, 2 out. The rule of thumb is Taylor Lockery has to take. She does and takes a strike. You never, ever want to give a pitcher a 3-pitch inning. That is a rule.
Yeah, it's been given sort of a cushion here with a great offensive output there in the top of the third. So a 3-run cushion she's going to have.
And a little grounder on the first base side, fielded by Waylert. She flips, and a pitch inning for Griswold-CAM. A huge inning for the Tigers after on the board. The Wolverines are retired in order. 3 up, 3 down. 2-3, 6-3 Griswold-CAM on KSOM.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to BrockerCarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
6-3 Griswold-CAM with the lead. As we go to the top of the fourth inning, Nodaway Valley had a 3-0 lead. But the Tigers scored 6 in the third inning, and they sent 9 to the plate. And Braxton Gipple, who started it all with a fly ball to left, 0 for 1. She leads it off from the left side against Zener. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up towards the second base bag. Ranging over at shortstop is Lockery. And 1 pitch, 1 out.
Just like I mentioned, the Nodaway Valley had the lead earlier in this game. Griswold-CAM, they can't take off the gas here. They got to keep producing. That's going to be the key to winning this game. It's not going to be final scores. We haven't seen the final score yet. So they got to keep those bats going.
And the first pitch to Daphne Whalert is way high for ball 1. Russell Wilson has officially announced his retirement from football. He signed a deal. CBS. Here's a slow bouncy ball to short. Thompson Lockery up with it. Throws to first in time to get Whalert. Daphne retired. And there's 2 away here in the fourth.
So now 2 pitches?
I think there was 3.
Moving fast now. I didn't see that it was becoming unanimous, but that was before he announced his retirement.
Right. It was, I don't know if it was released, but it was sort of broke. That we always get news before it's released nowadays. You never get, nobody ever pays attention to the press release. Everybody gets the release before the release. The pre-release. The first pitch to Wyman is inside. The 1-0 swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1. So it was released. The pre-release was that Russell Wilson was going to be a studio analyst for CBS, replacing Matt Ryan, who left to become the president of the Atlanta Falcons, if anybody cares. And now Wilson will be in there with Bill Cowher and James Brown, Nate Burleson. There's a strike on the outside corner by Zener. 1-2 the count to Wyman, who walked and later scored for Griswold-CAM. 6-3 Tigers in the top of the fourth.
And the Giants will probably the next that is gone.
The riser is high. 2-2. Well, I think he spoiled some of his Hall of Fame credentials.
Oh, to be honest. Yeah, totally.
I mean, the Seahawks dumped him to Denver for a great trade, and then he started his journeyman run to Pittsburgh, then the Giants. Swing goes for strike 3. And the Tigers go over in the fourth. A settling inning for Ellie Zener. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And it is 6-3 Griswold-CAM here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Valley, left fielder number 3, Addie Glade.
Addison Glade will lead things off for Nodaway Valley in the top of the fourth inning. 6-3, Griswold-CAM with the lead. 6 runs for the Tigers in the top of the third. First pitch of the chopper. I thought a miss of Jersey it did, and it goes down the line in front towards over 30 seconds is done in time. And a leadoff double for Glade. She fouled hard right into the dirt. It took a hop. The Dorsey, it might have hit mid, and it kept going. And it just had such good velocity. There was no chance for Dorsey. It hit the top of her mid.
That was a tough ball, Chris. I think it definitely would have turned foul if Dorsey didn't touch it. but she caught it, and she tried to catch it while it was in fair territory, tipped it out.
She was something about the short latest to escape. Third by Hauser is in time. And that is to 6-4. It'll be an error charged to Daphne Willard on the throw to third. And that allows Glade to come in to score. So the second error of the game on the Tigers. And the lead on double is capitalized on. So 1 out, base is empty. Here's Madison Thompson. Swings and it's up on the shallow right field. And coming up, the catch is Wyman. She was playing shallow. She just couldn't make a basket catch low. And it falls in for a base hit.
Except for the Wolverines.
A great effort for Wyman. But that was a very good catch to make. Really low, right on the, pretty much on top of the grass. And here's Eisbach now. And looks at the first pitch well outside for ball one.
Split the difference between second base and right field. And not much left on it, like you said, so there's not much time to run. If it was uncertain that I was going to go down.
Eisbach is walked and an RBI single, 1 for 1. The 1-0. Larry out in front of it, a swing and a miss on a great changeup by Whaler. 1-1 now to Izzy.
Gotta get a second to breathe here. It's been really quick to pick things back up. We saw 2 half innings there where nothing happened. Back to action here.
1-1 now to Eisbach in the bottom of the fourth. Swing, a pop up into shallow right center. She can't match Barry. And about halfway in the line was Thompson. Then she scampered the rest of her. There's no chance for a force. And it's back to back 1 out singles for the Wolverines. Another ripper to right. This time Wyman was shallow. She's playing shallow and close to the line. So she had a long run. And Adams had a longer run from center. And Kinney, tough play for her to go over her head. And the first pitch to Emma Boswell is in the dirt for ball one. So now Wheeler has to face the power of Emma Boswell with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 6-4. Griswold-CAM with the lead. The 1-0. Ooh, Boswell. That was a tantalizing breaking pitch, and Emma held off, and it breaks low and inside. 2-0 to Boswell with a towering home run that stayed fair in the first, a 2-run blast. The 2-run. Samuel score. Moving forward. And she flipped to part of the target. Eisbach inside. And it's an RBI hit by Eric Boswell as he takes third in the throw, and the lead cut to 1 at 6-5.
Nodaway Valley.
It's got to side there, Chris. How simple as that? That's going to make that tag much harder for Courtney Fleming to lay down. That's going to get you to that base faster, too. So, kind of a misplay, I think, there.
Here's Chloe Wilms now with 2 out. Swings, and that's a chopper hit on the second base side. Kinney and goes to first to Daphne Whaler, and that will retire the side. The Wolverines come back. They scored 2 runs on 4 hits. There was an error, and 1 left there. Third 4. It's now Griswold 6 and Nodaway Valley 5 here on KSOM.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5685. 5884.
So we get a little bit closer here. 6-5 now the score. Griswold-CAM leading Nodaway Valley here in Greenfield as we mosey along to the fifth inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Tigers. Carson Adams, Amanda Hauser, and Keely Kinney against Ellie Ziener.
Tough spot here if you're Nodaway Valley. They almost had it up there with that run to home there from the drive back, but this is going to be a big advantage here for Griswold-CAM. That run is better than 0 runs.
And now, right now, I'm thinking that if Ziener runs into trouble, they could go to Ella Boswell in relief.
Yeah, totally. That's kind of a luxury you have with having multiple people in those rotations in softball.
Here's Carson Adams. Swings at the first pitch of the line. Flying for a base hit. Creed was playing for it towards the line, so she fielded it on one hop. Well, it's a leadoff single for Adams. That's her first hit of the ninth.
Now,
and that'll bring on Amanda Hauser.
Shortstop, Amanda Hauser.
That is the fourth hit of the game by the Tigers. Check that, fifth hit of the game by the Tigers. Hauser is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch, she shows bunt. The runner goes. The pitch is low and no throw because the ball popped out of the bit of Ohms. Adams will get a stolen base.
As I mentioned, Chris, though, it's nice to have multiple people in that rotation. It's definitely not a necessity in softball. You can see teams be very successful without it. Griswold-CAM, of course, as an example. Riverside, one of the best teams you'll see in 1A. But, when you get a situation like this where your pitcher's starting to miss their spots, you can always go to a different pitcher.
It's a 9 stolen base. Adams makes with the throw. Eisberg was pulling in, they're expecting the punt. And the throw, she was still in front of the pack. And Adams slid in behind her. So Adams now with 10 swipes on the year. And it's 2 balls and no strikes that count to Hauser. And the pitch is a riser outside and high, and it's 3-0 now.
Yeah, don't expect Griswold-CAM to slow down. I mean, if they see an open bag there, they're going to try to take it even if they're up in this game. They want to win this game by 10, Chris.
The 3-0. Hauser takes all the way, and it's in there for a caught strike. 3-1 out of Hauser, 4-17 hitter. With Adams, the runner at third after the leadoff singles, and 2 swipes in a row. As Ziener checks her wristband, and the 3-1 pitch. And it's low in the dirt for ball 4. Well, Hauser can run. I would imagine she's going to be in motion.
Uh-oh, Chris.
Well, they throw it on the second. Hauser was off the bag at first, and she decided to run before they even threw a pitch. She is tagged out, and then coming in to score is Adams, and it's now 7-5. So they put a play on there where Adams was up at third base, getting the attention. Hauser just decided to take off for second and induce a throw, which she did. And Nodaway Valley trades a run for an out. And the first pitch to Kinney is in there for a called strike. So it's a caught stealing, no RBI. Adams scores 7-5 Griswold-CAM.
There's definitely trick plays in softball and baseball, Chris, and we just saw one of them.
The 0-1 and a changeup, a swing of the wrist by Kinney.
Saw Hauser take a base, and she tried to nab second there with trying to catch the defense slacking. The defense was aware, but then, you got that runner on third to think about. So it's really, really tough play to read on defense.
He just simply made the defense make a play on her. That one slips out of her hands, high by Ziener, and swinging at it was Kinney, and it's skied forward. Wow, that was weird. That was going to be ball 1, but Kinney saw that ball just hanging up there and decided to take a swing at it. Still 0-2 to Keely Kinney, who's 1 for 2 with a double. And a swing and there's for strike 3, and Ziener comes back for her third strikeout of the game. And there are 2 away in the 5th. Bases empty for Eiley Whaler.
23, Eiley Waller.
Whaler walked her last time up. Her courtesy runner, Taylor Foreman, scored. Whaler is 0 for 1. The first pitch from Zener. And a breaking ball, changeup, just misses. Outside, that looked like that was going to be way high, and it just sort of backspinned its way close to the zone. 1-0 to Whaler. Changeups are so dangerous. You throw them with the same motion as the fastball. The lines are way outside. 2-0 to Whaler. And it totally disrupts the timing. The hitters know that that changeup can come at any moment's notice, and it just throws you way off balance. The 2-0. And changeup low. 3-0 now to Whaler. 7-5. Griswold-CAM with the lead. 2 out, nobody on the top of the 5th. Early start here in Greenfield. The 3-0. And a little squint of that hitter. When she hit it, it hit off of her leg and it bounced fair. So it's a dead ball. And it's 3-0. Whaler stays from the right side, and Zener regroups, checks her wristband. All the pitches called from the dugout. 3-1, and that's a strike to the outside corner. Zener just painted the black with that one. I'm still old-fashioned. I still think catchers should call the pitches, but that's the new thing now. I saw it start about like 5 or 6 years ago. Zener just shut off her dad. This catcher who's still a pitch, either her dad or Brian Osborne, swings and drives one deep to left, but backing up is great. She gets underneath, gravity prevails, and she makes the catch, and that retires the side. Said no. I think it's Ryan Zener who calls the pitches. I'll have to check later, but man, she stuffed her dad. One run, one hit. And nobody left to do it. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-5, Griswold-CAM here on KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today, I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western help you achieve those goals. This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and all of our Iowa Western instructors are dedicated to your learning, growth, and advancement towards reaching your greatest potential. The Atlantic Center offers a wide variety of college credit coursework with small class sizes to maximize your experience and opportunity to excel. Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western.
We go. Ella Boswell to lead things off for Nodaway Valley. 7-5. Griswold-CAM with the lead in the softball game. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the Wolverine lineup. First pitch by Eiley Whaler is outside for ball 1.
See, Eiley gets slightly better control as the game goes on. One of those pitches where it takes her a few innings to really find her groove. But as soon as she hits it, it's pretty dangerous.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Ella is 1 for 2, singled in the first, grounded to second to start the third. The Wolverines with 5 runs on 9 hits, and they have committed 1 error. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1 now to Ella Boswell. Griswold 7 runs on 5 hits, and they have committed an error. 2-1 the count to Ella Boswell. And Whaler rears back and throws it way inside. Got to hit it in the side. And that's going to sting. First hit batter for either pitcher. And the Wolverines have the leadoff batter aboard. And here's the other pitcher, Ellie Zener.
She can really find her control there when you're lower, not out of that. Had one in the dirt right before that, and it looked like the release was just slightly off.
She goes over to her dad, the sergeant in the Iowa State Patrol, in charge of the canine what do I want to say? The canine unit. First pitch to Ellie. And that's a good breaking ball by Wheeler in there for a called strike. I did a feature on Ryan Sergeant Zener a year ago. It aired on the 4th of July. To this day, if you Google Ryan Zener, Zenor, and that feature will come up. The 0-1 pitch. And off-speed pitch, and she just got a piece of it as it rolls foul on the first base side. And luckily for Griswold-CAM, she did get a piece of it because that was going to get away from Coleman, and Ella Boswell could have advanced. Instead, it's 0-2 to Zener. And the pitch is way high and outside, 1-2. And Sergeant Zener, he was injured last winter. I saw him just before the start of basketball season. He was on crutches, and he got injured. He trains dogs.
Yeah.
He trains dogs for the Iowa State Patrol. The 1-2 pitch is a steady pitch by Wheeler. Great movement on the outside corner. It just simply throws Ellie Zener. That is strikeout number 5 for Wheeler. Well away for Taylor Lockery. He called him yesterday to do an interview, and he didn't answer the phone initially. Change popped up in the infield behind the circle, coming in, and she's it is Hauser, and that is going to be, I believe, the infield fly will get the first play anyway at second for Ella Boswell. They didn't call infield fly, but they got the first play anyway. It won't be an error. You never assume a double play. So Boswell is retired. Lockery now the runner at first. 2 outs now for Glade. And the first pitch in there for a strikeout at ease. As I said, I was calling Zener yesterday, Coach Zener, and he didn't answer initially. Called him back. He said, I was on the firing range. It's first time. Over on, and that's a squibber right back to the circle. Wheeler goes to first in time, and the side is retired. For the Wolverines, they get the leadoff hitter aboard on a hit by pitch, but they strand 1. We played 5, 7-5. Griswold-CAM here on KSOM.
Where will you be in
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
7-5, Griswold-CAM with the lead over Nodaway Valley. Chris Varney, Jack McKee along with you. As we are about 8 minutes before the top of the hour. We started at 5:30. What a gorgeous night for softball.
Yeah. It's been a pretty fast game, Chris, you know.
Oh, hey, you said it. We're going to be singing Lionel Richie here soon because it's going to go all night long now that you said that.
Yeah, sorry. Knock on wood. There's no wood around.
No, your head.
Oh, thanks.
My head. Either head will do. The
most radio people said.
First pitch to Courtney Foreman. Well, we're in radio, right? So, yeah. First pitch to Foreman is high. 1 ball with no strikes. Foreman has not been retired tonight. She's 2 for 2, a single, a double, 2 RBIs. Swings and skies that one, but it's way foul on the left field side. Way deep, way foul. Way out in front. 1-1 to Courtney Foreman. That softball, she is seeing something larger than a softball. She's a watermelon right now.
So then about her power, she makes those foul balls look interesting too.
The 1-1 pitch is outside and low, 2-1. I talked to her during the track season, and she is just a neat young lady.
Yeah.
And this Griswold-CAM team, I mean, Daphne Wheeler, Braxton Gipple are seniors, but Folman, their catcher, they rely on that leadership from her. The 2-1 pitch outside, 3 balls at a strike. A tremendous athlete, and she was a thrower for the CAM track team. 3-1 pitch is way high, ball 4. Zener, a leadoff walk. And that is her 5th walk allowed of the ball game.
Yeah.
She allowed 3 walks in that 3rd inning and 4 wild pitches.
Now batting for Griswold, number 5.
In that 3rd inning, which helped Griswold-CAM score 6 runs. They added another one in the 5th. Folman now aboard, and here's Ashton Dorsey. The 8th grader is 0 for 2. First pitch, a strike down the middle to Dorsey.
Yeah, like you mentioned, only an 8th grader, but Chris, she is practically grown up on the softball diamond, whether it's through softball, through middle school. She's a very established player as just an 8th grader.
That one squirts away, and Folman will take second. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Dorsey. She doesn't look like an 8th grader, to be honest with you. She is tall. I mean, the uniform does her well. She looks like an athlete.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And she looks like a softball player, to be honest with you. Just tall, slender. She's going to just become more and more athletic as she goes along, more muscular as she continues to grow. The 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1 to Ashton Dorsey. She lined out into a double play. She hit the ball hard to 3rd in the 2nd, and she skied one to left on a nice running catch by Glade. The 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That one hung out there on the outside, and Dorsey tried to go and get it. 2-2 the count to Ashton Dorsey. Folman the runner at second on another wild pitch from Zener. Here's the 2-2, and it goes low. So the count is 4 to Ashton Dorsey. Nodaway Valley cannot afford to give up any more runs. They're down 2. And Griswold-CAM, they're looking to try and get more insurance here. Extend their lead. The payoff pitch. Swing a little upper foul on the right field side. And it bounced in play, but too long of a run for the Boswells at 1st and 2nd to track it down.
That's the goal. You don't want to just win games. You want to win games handily. And just reduce any risk at all of your opponent coming back.
Yeah, you want to get his insurance going to the 7th. That one is drilled to straight to center field, but it's right at Thompson, who made a slight adjustment, but did not let the ball play her. She played it and made the catch for out number 1. Nice defense by Thompson. Sometimes the hardest hit balls in the outfield are the ones hit right at you. And Thompson froze for a second, and it adjusted. One away for Braxton Gipple from the left side. Check swing, it's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. Gipple is 0 for 2. She has flied to left and popped to short. 7-5, Griswold-CAM with the lead. Folman at second with 1 out here in the 6th. The 0-1, and shot that on the right side against it. First is not in time. That was way shallow. Folman takes 3rd. That's the first hit of the game for Gipple.
Now batting number 15.
So runners on the corners. 1 away for Daphne Wheeler. I thought maybe we were going to get a runner for somebody, but no, it was just somebody retrieving the bat. And Daphne will step in, a .385 hitter, who's 1 for 2 tonight.
A big situation here, without a doubt. Like you mentioned, Chris, just getting those insurance runs.
The infield comes in for Nodaway Valley. The first pitch. Oh, pitch in the inside corner froze. Wheeler for a called strike.
Never going to complain about a pitch in that spot if you're Nodaway Valley. Let's see, it's in the zone, but it's going to be on the inside, so it's going to be hard to turn on it if you're in the batter's box.
Nothing in one to count to Wheeler. And Dafton wanted time. No, we're back at it. Changeup floats low. Wheeler lays off. 1-1 to count to Dafton. A single in the third. And then 3 wild pitches eventually allowed her to score. She grounded to short in the fourth. Zener has gotten a 1-2-3 inning in the first and fourth innings.
Looks like we're working on that courtesy runner now, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
We're going to get a runner for Gipple.
Number 4 coming in for Gipple.
Well, Gipple's a DP, so you can run for her, and it's going to be Brindley Wyman. Well, if you had a flex player, I don't know if Briley Stephan, who's in the outfield, I don't know if she's the flex or not. I didn't see it listed on the lineup. 1-1 to count to Wheeler. Catching a high pop fly to shallow center. Thompson has a long run. She comes in and makes the play in very shallow center field for out number 2. Very high. And that allowed Thompson to track it down. And she was coming in almost on the infield, so there was no chance for Foreman to tag. 2 away for Bristol Wyman.
I definitely thought about it, though. She was ready. She got a bit under it too much. Daphne did, but it looked really, really good off the bat.
And a big out for Zener in the first pitch right down the middle for a called strike. She does not want to face Carson Adams. Wyman is 0 for 1 with a walk. The number 9 hitter. And the 0-1. Slipped out of her hands high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bristol Wyman, who is hitting .250. Has a couple of RBIs. Runners on the corners. 7-5. Griswold-CAM with a lead. Top of the 6, 2 outs. The 1-1. The runner at first goes. The pitch is inside. No throw. They ignore Brindley Wyman. And she steals it easily.
And you'll take what you can get there. It was in the dirt, but it was a great stop. And, you don't really care at this point if that runner gets to second.
And the 2-1. Strike on the outside corner by Zener. And a good kind of hard drop ball. Stayed on the black on the outside. And the deuces are wild to Bristol Wyman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Way high. And the count is full. Griswold-CAM. Only 6 batters the first 2 innings. And then 6 across in the third, and they've led ever since. And the payoff. Swing, and it fouls back to the screen, and Bristol stays alive. Ever been to Bristol, Tennessee? Or Bristol, Virginia?
Been to Tennessee. I don't think I've heard of Bristol, though.
Well, that's where that short track of NASCAR.
Right, yeah.
The payout pitch, and that's grounded to the left side. He's back. Too high. And it's 9-4. Swinging for Griswold-CAM.
Top of the order for
Well, not sure whether you got to give that an infield single or whether it's just a straight up error.
Yeah,
top created short.
Tough.
And underneath the mitt of Eisbach, it's got to be an error to give her to second. First pitch to Adams is bounced foul on the third base side.
It's a tough play all in all. She did a great job for backing up Eisbach there and making sure that ball doesn't get in the outfield, but unfortunately, that throw was way offline, and that's going to be just as bad as a ball getting into the outfield.
Boy, I'm going to give her a hit and then an error on the play. She'll get 1 RBI. That one's rolled foul on the third base side, and Zener gets ahead 0-2. It was a hard play to make because Lockery had a backhanded. If it was hit right at Lockery, it probably would have been no hit at all.
Yeah.
But it was a hard throw to make. Yeah. But she airmailed it over the head of Boswell at first. The 2-strike pitch. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Adams fooled by that one. That's the 4th strikeout by Zener. The Griswold-CAM gets some much-needed insurance. 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, and 1 left aboard. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Griswold-CAM with a 9-5 lead here on KSOM.
When it's time to take care of land the right way, experience matters. Harrison Hoyk Excavation provides dependable excavation services that you can trust and now offers certified abandoned well plugging. If you have an unused or abandoned well, Harrison Hoyk Excavation is county certified, and there might be cost share funds available through your county environmental health office to help cover most of the cost. Protect your land, your water, and your investment. Call Harrison Hoyk Excavation, doing the job right from the ground up.
Griswold Communications is celebrating 80 years. 80 years of evolving into the reliable fiber telecommunications services we offer today. 80 years of being a member-owned local company with high-quality customer service. Follow Griswold Communications on Facebook to earn chances at giveaways and have some fun along the way. Thank you for your continued support and allowing us to continue investing in our network and community.
Off the bottom of the sixth for the Wolverines, right fielder number 10.
Caroline Britton will lead things off for Nodaway Valley. Bottom of the sixth inning, 9-5. Griswold-CAM with the lead. I want to just break out into song. First pitch is outside and low. Britton is 0 for 2. Who can forget the movie 9-5? Have you seen the movie? The Dolly Parton, the song. Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda. His arm slipped through a piece. And that's her first hit of the ball game, and the 10th hit of the game for the Wolverines, and the leadoff batter aboard for the top of the lineup in Madison Thompson.
Number 7, center
He's starting to believe it's Stonebreaker. Well, that's subbed in for Britton, if I'm not mistaken, Chris.
Oh, was that Stonebreaker?
See, another courtesy runner, too. Yeah, I believe we're discussing it right now. I don't know if it was properly disclosed beforehand.
Well, it wasn't disclosed to me. It was Leah Stonebreaker. So, no penalty for not disclosing to the broadcaster. I was distracted by my memories of 9-5. First pitch to Thompson is popped up to second. Kinney slows up in the space. Gravity prevails. She makes the catch. And one away here in the sixth inning. That'll bring on Eisbach. Dabney Coleman was the boss. He was.
Baseman number 13.
I like Dabney Coleman. He plays a good villain. You'll have to watch it. Eisbach 2 for 2 to the walk. Swinging a changeup and rolls it foul on the third base side. And it's 0-1.
I'll add it to my list of Chris's movies I've never watched. It's a long list at this point.
I haven't given you that many movies.
You have.
No, I haven't.
I list off the titles, but I don't remember the title either.
See, you don't even have a list. The 0-1 pitch, and there's a strike at the outside corner, 0-2. Eisbach on her way to Northwest Missouri State. She'll play basketball there, but she's busy.
Oh, wow.
She is involved in every single sport. The 0-2 pitch way high. 1-2 now. I still remember her during halftime of a basketball game trying to induce me to buy baked goods. Showing off baked goods. Pitch, and that's just on the third base side. It hit the line in front of the bag, but it took a left side bounce. Yeah, they were doing a fundraiser. We were for a game in December, and Izzy was trying to point at me and say, buy my baked goods. And I resisted. Swing on a miss for strike 3. A high run by Wheeler, and Izzy went after it.
Baseman number 15.
And strikeout number 6 for Arlie Wheeler, 2 away for Emma Boswell. The Wolverines starting to run out of outs, but Emma Boswell can get back in this game with one swing of the bat. She had a 2-run homer in the first. And a very swing on this for strike 1. She was trying to hit that one to Brazil. That's south.
Brazil, huh?
Yeah.
I think Brazil's behind us.
I don't know. I get turned around. Where's south? Where? Which is way out. 1-1 to Boswell. Boswell, she's got a lot of dirt.
Good eyes, yeah.
It's really, the wind is picking up. It's blowing kind of across and slightly in from the left side, and it's picking up some dust and blowing it all over the place. 1-1 to Boswell. Another big cut and a swing and a miss for strike two. Boswell has now been with the Wolverines for 2 years, of course. Well, actually, no, just this year.
Just this year, yeah.
Yeah. She was originally with Orient Maxburg. And that's and she recovered and gets to third. This one has to at second. She is 3 for 4. She just crushed that ball on a low line drive.
Next up for Nodaway Valley, catcher Chloe.
So second and third, 2 outs, and here's Ohms now for the Wolverines. We're trying to not go quietly here. It's still on the bottom of the 6th. Ohms 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, and she slaps that one towards the baseball field. 0-1. It's just past 7 o'clock. And I don't think they've started playing the baseball game yet. I think Griswold and Nodaway Valley is supposed to play a baseball game over there.
Yeah, setting up the field, looks like.
The 0-1 pitch, and that one's low. 1-1 to count to Ohms, who has struck out, grounded to first, and grounded to second. Brian Zener says she's one of the leaders of this team, and she's only a freshman, but she's a catcher. And she has really worked hard at the plate. The 1-1, and a good eye. That stays low by Willard. 2-1 to Ohms. Second and third for the Wolverines. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Well, the potential tying run is on deck. Ohms a little ahead in the count. And the 2-1 from Willard. And it whirs outside. I have no idea what rose means, but it does that. 3-1 to count to Ohms.
It was a good onomatopoeia use there, Chris. A big deal. Wow.
3-1 to Ohms. I forget what an onomatopoeia is. 3-1 swing and a miss. A good inside pitch by Willard. Oh, that's strike 2. Ohms comes 3.
It was close. It was close.
The count is full. She lost track of the count. No penalty for that. And now has to regroup. She kicks at the dirt. And the payoff. And it's landed inside, squirts away, but not that far. Foreman able to recover. Staying at third is Stonebreaker. And the bases are now loaded.
Walk loads the bases next up for the Wolverines.
That's after Cody Foreman and Greenfield going to come on. It's a really, really tough spot here.
That's the third walk by Willard. And the first walk since the second inning. She did give up a hit by pitch to lead off the 5th. But got a strikeout, ground out to get out of that. And now trying to get out of the 6th. And the Wolverines trying to get back in it as the potential tying run comes to the plate in Ella Boswell. She has no home runs this year, 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch, and a ball into right center field. Way over, and run. A 3-base error.
Red score, make it 9-8.
Now,
next up for Nodaway Valley.
A high easy fly ball into right center field. Adams in defensive hurry. She had a long way to go. Hard towards the line is Wyman. She didn't have a chance at it. First pitch, and it's going right back to the circle. And getting to first is Wayler to retire Zener, and that retires the side.
What's wrong, Chris? Oh, there it is. There you go. Man, wow. What a man.
So for the Wolverines, they get 3 runs on 2 hits, a walk, an error, and 1 left aboard. They go to the 7th, 9-8, Griswold-CAM here on KSOM.
You trust to treat you fair and get you back on the... Who can you trust to treat you fair and get you back on the road? J.D. Wyman Service on Main Street in Griswold. Big repairs or general maintenance. Trust J.D. Wyman Service to get you on the road fairly. You're a certified auto do-it-yourselfer. You like the smell of grease, and that's why when it comes to parts, you buy them at Wyman's CarQuest on Main Street in Griswold. Because you care about what you put in your vehicles. Trust the tires, parts, and tools from Wyman's CarQuest in Griswold.
Cumberland Telephone Company is a full-service telephone company that offers fiber to the homes in the Cumberland area, the towns of Bridgewater and Fontenelle, and southwest Adair County. They offer local and long-distance and internet services. Cumberland Telephone Company strives to constantly provide the best services for their customers. Visit CumberlandTelephone.com or give them a call at 712-774-2221. Cumberland Telephone Company, a proud sponsor of CAM Athletics and the
7th. It is 9-8. As the wind rustles up and blows my scoreboard around and more dust comes up.
Leading off the top.
As Griswold-CAM suddenly, their 9-5 lead has been sliced around. Again, you wonder how much a wind played a factor as well to Carson Adams. Again, not making excuses, but that was a very long run into right center for Adams. Wyman had to come over. There was really a better opportunity for Adams. First pitch to Hauser is popped up. Coming in, two infielders collide. Griswold at second, holds out Lockley at short to make the catch. A scary moment there, but no massive collision. One away for Kenny.
Yeah, communication is very important there. I think second base just assumed it was her ball. It was on her side, but of course you want to help out while you can. So trying to just guarantee that ball gets caught.
Kenny is 1 for 2 with a double, a run scored. She is fly to right and struck out. And a pitch by Zener bounces in the dirt inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Kenny. 9-8. Bases loaded. Ball that Adams just could not make the catch on. And you're running on 2 outs. That helps as well. That pitch outside by Zener. And so they didn't have to wait to see if it would be caught or not. You just go.
You just go. That helps a lot.
You go on contact. With 1 out, it might have been a different story. And now it's 9-8. The 2-0 pitch. Reiser and a hard hit grounded to short. Scooped up by Lockery. Goes to first. Time to get Kenny. And there's 2 outs in the 7th. Up for Nodaway Valley in the bottom of the 7th inning is Lockery, Glade, and either Britton or Stonebreaker.
It's a tough spot here, Chris. The 2 outs quick there on you. You're really looking for insurance here. Sure Griswold-CAM. With how high scoring this game already is, we're not really comfortable with 1-1.
A change up of the ball. Zener. And there's nothing that Riley Wheeler could do but just say, I just hope that's ball.
It was so slow. Up there, they're timing off so much.
It's almost like an Ephus pitch. Sitting runners for strike 2. You know what an Ephus pitch is?
This is the one really high, Griff.
Yeah. Baseball, you throw it, and it goes high up into the air, and it drops down.
That's what my pitches look like most of the time.
The 0-2 now to Walter with the bases empty in the top of the 7th.
Wow.
Other side is retired. First strikeout for Zener. She retires the Tigers in order. 3 down. Last call for the Wolverines. Fasten your seatbelts. The Tigers. We come out of the 7th. 9-8 Griswold.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun. Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield, 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
High school softball on KSOM. First pitch to Taylor Lockery is chopped foul for strike one. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning here in Greenfield. 9-8. Griswold-CAM with the lead, and the Wolverines need a run to extend the game. Lockery is 0 for 3. The 0-1 from Wheeler. Swing a little tapper, gets by Wheeler, and third is Twisher across, and time. Good job by Darcy and a good job by Daft the Wheeler at first to hold on.
Number 3.
And there's one away in the seventh. And Addison Glade will step in for the Wolverines. Addie is 2 for 3 with a single double, has scored twice. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second for the Tigers. Swing it right back to the circle. Fields it and throws to first, and there's 2 away. I should say 2 runs, 1 run in the second for the Wolverines, and then Griswold-CAM scored 6 in the third. Wolverines 2 in the bottom of the fourth to make it 6-5. Griswold-CAM 1 in the top of the fifth, 2 in the top of the sixth to make it 9-5, and then 3 in the bottom of the sixth for the Wolverines. First pitch to Stonebreaker is in there for a called strike. Leah, her only at bat, last time up, singled, and later scored. That started the 6th inning. Maddie Thompson, the top of the lineup, up next. Swing on this for strike 2, and the Wolverines are down to their last strike. Wheeler takes a big deep breath in the back of the circle, looks over at the dugout for the pitch call. Stonebreaker back in the right side of the box. And the 2-strike pitch. Steelers for strike 3, and the game is over. And Griswold-CAM holds on for a 9-8 victory. Wow. 9-8 is the final score as Griswold-CAM remains undefeated on the season at 6-0. Nodaway Valley falls to 3-3. 9-8 the final. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap this one up here on KSOM.
5 or even 10 years.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
9-8 is the final score as Griswold-CAM retires the Wolverines in order in the 7th inning and comes away victorious here, Jack. And a back-and-forth game. It was truly a tug-of-war between these two teams, and neither team should really walk away disappointed. They both played solid softball tonight. They both swung the bats. We talked about the offense. They're both hitting really well. Both pitchers at times struggled and at times looked dominant. It was just a classic matchup.
Yeah, first thing I was going to use to describe this matchup was a roller coaster, Chris. And you started off, everyone kind of came in this game, I think, with kind of that expectation that Griswold-CAM was going to, take this one away. But Nodaway Valley, such a scrappy team, man. They've really played up to a very high level here. And I think that's just kind of what comes with the turf when you play in that tough Pride of Iowa conference. As we mentioned, Griswold-CAM, they haven't really had a tough competition, I think, yet this year, Chris. Maybe that early game, but Nodaway Valley really gave them a tough batch here. And they started off opening up the game up with a 3-0 lead there when Emma Boswell went yard, and it took Griswold-CAM a second to kind of adjust to Zener in the circle there. It took them a few innings to really get to that pace where they can run at that high offensive level that they've been running at to start off this season, Chris. So they took the lead there, but then Nodaway Valley came back knocking with that crazy play in the bottom of the 6th to get within 1. And Griswold-CAM, they were in shambles there for a second. They were looking for insurance there in the top of the 7th, and I don't know if they were feeling too good about themselves going to that bottom of the 7th. With only one insurance run, but Ada Ali Warwick there in the circle really took care of business, sending them Nodaway Valley Wolverines in order. But there's great things to take away for both teams here. Chris Zener looked really comfortable at times there in the circle as just an 8th grader. She really did a good job of controlling the pitches in times, I believe. And there were just a few moments there where she gave up a couple good hits for Griswold-CAM. But man, it was a great effort here for Nodaway Valley. The falling just short here to Griswold-CAM.
Well, if you're Nodaway Valley, you say we just got to throw out that 3rd inning.
Yeah,
we just throw away that top of the 3rd. Zener threw 4 wild pitches. She gave up 3 walks in that inning, and that was the costly part of it. There were a couple of good doubles by Griswold-CAM, and they had opportunities, and they were able to capitalize. They only had 3 hits in the inning. They took advantage of the opportunities given them, and then they added to it. So you give the Tigers credit for taking advantage. And if you're Nodaway Valley, say, if we just are able to take things and keep them in control, they played solid defense tonight at times. They did make a couple of errors, but generally their defense was pretty decent, I would say. Tonight, if you're Griswold-CAM, you like the tenaciousness and the ability to, you're down early,
to fight back.
You get the big inning, you fight back, and then anytime somebody comes at you, you stay in front.
Yeah.
You just continue to stay in front, and you persist, and you don't just say stop. We had the lead. That's it. They just kept their foot on the gas. They kept trying to be aggressive, and that's what you want if you're Jody Russell. You're happy about that. So both coaches will take some positives and negatives after this one. The line totals in the ball game, and they are unofficial. For Griswold-CAM, 9 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They leave 1. That's the other thing, is they really took advantage of the opportunities that were given them. For Nodaway Valley, 8 runs. They out-hit the Tigers 11-7. They commit 2 errors, and they actually left 7. So there were a lot of runs that they actually left out base there. The winning pitcher is Ivy Whaler. She goes to 4-0. Zener takes the loss. Time of the game is 1 hour and 50 minutes. Griswold-CAM stays undefeated at 6-0, and Nodaway Valley falls to 3-3. We want to thank Griswold Communications, Wyman's CarQuest, and Cumberland Telephone. Next up for both of these teams, Nodaway Valley, they don't play until Saturday.
Oh.
And so they're off for a little while. They'll get some practice time in, and they will play Lenox again and Clark Community. It'll be in Osceola they got a nice complex over there at Clark High School. I've been there now, and it's a nice place. And so they'll play a doubleheader at 12 and 2 on Saturday. The Tigers have to turn right around, and they got another non-conference game coming up tomorrow, and it's against Boyer Valley.
And look at Friday, man.
I was thinking that was a conference game. No, they're not in the Rolling Valley. It's CAM is in the Rolling Valley, but not Griswold-CAM. Griswold-CAM's in the corner. So Boyer Valley, which would be actually they're scheduled to play that game at CAM. So instead of going to Griswold and playing, they're going to play that game at CAM tomorrow night with a 5:30 varsity start time against Boyer Valley. So again, 9-8, the final score. Our next broadcast will be Friday night, and it will be radio only here on KSOM. I'll be going to Missouri Valley as the Riverside Bulldog baseball team will be taking on the Big Reds. That's scheduled for a 7:30 start time Friday night here on KSOM. That's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. Turned out to be a great evening. It was warm to start with, and it's turned out to be a nice, beautiful, perfect Iowa evening. For Jack McKee, this is Chris Varney signing off from Nodaway Valley High School. Reminding you the final score here tonight. It's Griswold-CAM 9, Nodaway Valley 8.